Hi, it's Lana from Sage and Sound. I'm doing this video from outside because today's technique is all about how to use mindfulness to bring yourself down from stopping feeling overwhelmed, and it is way better when it's done outside. So, what is the 5-4-3 technique? It's really simple, really effective. Basically, if you're feeling overwhelmed by your feelings or too much to do, you can't stop your mind from racing, then the first thing to do, get outside if you can, but if you can't, you can still use the technique inside as well. And then you need to look around and say in your head to yourself 5 things that you can see right now. So if I'm doing this technique right now, I can see some really old dry leaves, I can see the grass, I can see some kids' toys, I can see a fence, and I can see my shoes. And then you swap on to 4 things that you can hear. If I'm doing that now, I can hear the sound of my own voice, I can hear there's lots of birds, I can hear a dog barking, and I can hear a car going past. It can take a little while to get the 4 things. Then we swap on to 3 things that you can feel. This is where being outside helps a fair bit because the weather is always affecting us one way or another. Might be sunshine on your skin, the way that your clothes feel against your body. You can reach out and touch different things or imagine what it might be like to touch that tree. Bark could be rough. And when you get to the end of the 3 things you can feel, you go back to the beginning and do 5 different things that you can see. You do the same sounds usually because there's just not that many different sounds, but you need to wait until you hear each sound again. And it's fine to change to a different sound if different things come up. And then we go back to feel, and with feel, just like with sight, it should be 3 different things to the things you chose last time. So this technique sounds pretty simple and basic, and when you run through it the first time you won't really see much effect, but quite quickly what it does is really focuses your mind on the present. So starting to find different things to pay attention to becomes more and more challenging, uses up more and more of our brain space, and it becomes harder to focus on our thoughts and the things that are overwhelming us. The other thing that people find, and that I would find when I use the technique, is that it's not just that you notice the sounds or the things that you see, but really paying attention. We tend to focus on those things in our environment that we actually do like. So you don't just say to yourself, tree, you're also kind of thinking, oh, that tree is swaying in the breeze, and that actually is making some kind of cool shapes. Or, you know what, I actually do feel really warm right now, and that's quite a nice feeling. So your brain starts to sort of add in to the technique the different things that you actually like about the environment that you're in. You keep going with the technique until you can sort of feel yourself shift and you're more in the present. And you'll know that because your feelings just don't feel so big, or those thoughts just aren't so overwhelming. Stop whenever you're happy to stop. Again, what most people tend to find is that it'll shift your thinking for the next little while, and you'll be able to stay more present and notice things around you that you like. So that's the technique. It's pretty simple, but it's very, very effective. Give it a try today sometime. Even if you're not feeling overwhelmed, it's still a great thing to do to try and be present in the present moment and noticing what it is around us that we like. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.